Hello and welcome to the video. Today we're going to be talking about a subject that's been on my mind for over 2 years at this point. About the time that I started my channel. Now this topic you guys may have heard of. In fact, about half of you have probably even subscribed to this channel because I used to browse this site a lot. Today we're going to be talking about the downfall of Mecabricks.com and how it's been filled with trolls and God knows what else. Now, before we get in, I would like to say that this video may be controversial, as with a lot of things that I ended up posting on this channel. I would like you to sit down for a moment and imagine this. One person in a room. 2010, the year is 2010. The second internet boom of Web 2.0 is happening. An online user that calls himself Scrubs on the forum of Mecabricks from Auckland, New Zealand, decides to post a post about his new online Lego builder. But instead of using something more mainstream like Eldraw, it is an online Lego builder inside the web browser, no download needed. It also requires WebGL, something that's fairly new, and also at the time, and also does not use Eldraw, which is insane to the public eye on Mecabricks. Anything Lego digital without Eldraw, of course, this is before we had before we had web apps as we know them. But I hope to take the time. It was made with simple jQuery and PHP as far as I'm aware. I haven't really looked at its code because it's closed source. But what I do know is most likely this was before any kind of mainstream programs like this were even in the public. Because this was a big boom, and immediately it started getting traffic. Fast forward to 2015, there were about 1,000 users on the website. This is the beginnings. 2010 to 2015. Imagine you're a random computer user, either using Windows 7, 8, or maybe later you're using Windows 10. You decide to open your web browser and you want to search for something different. You want an online Lego builder, so of course you get searching. And at the bottom of the Google search page, you find a site called Mecabricks. You click on it. It's a pretty good website at first, looks nice, and you sign up. This is the average experience of a user from 2010 to 2015 first discovering Mecabricks. Kinda similar how most indie games blow up today. Now, before I go any more in depth, please, if you haven't already, like and subscribe. I am losing subs and I really want to make it to 60 subs like my friend I'm in Winner YT on YouTube has. Anyhow, moving on, when the user would register, they would see a Lego workshop called the Mecabricks workshop, where they can publish their work, comment on other people's models, and do whatever. This doesn't seem that bad at first, but later on in the late 2010s and early 2020s, this will become a very big problem. But this is hard to see since it's so early on. But after the 2010 to 2015 boom, there was something known as the dry phase. The dry phase is when the website was growing and peace was admiring. It was a grown social media site with mostly peace. If there were any bots, there weren't many and were banned almost immediately. Scrubs was probably having the best time of his life, and so were the users. Until around 2020, a lot more users, because of the pandemic, started to join. Now this is frankly because most people's computers at the time were either Chromebooks from school or very underpowered devices that couldn't really run apps like Eldraw or Lego Digital Designer. Well, that was still a thing at the time. Well, anyway, Scrubs managed to catch thousands of more users in just a matter of months. And so, by 2021, the site had about 10,000 users. Now, as insane as this sounds, everything wasn't all gloom. As a user by the username of me_pink would join the site, and I say yes. Now, it's not clear what I say yes did, but it is clear that Me Pink was a very obnoxious troll that stole models, was rude, and very mean. Now, he is not banned after all this time somehow, but some of the future users we might mention are banned. Now, these users, I'm only able to get their archives because I do not exactly remember their usernames at all. It is literally gone from history as they were banned, and their username just shows deleted or blank. Now, if we were able to go, lol, okay, so if we were able to go back in time to these years, we would see a peaceful community turning into a bunch of hate speech and homophobic, racist things on the website. Now, this one troll wasn't all it, because in early 2022, a user called BB, by the name of BB22, again, this is from the archives that I can gather, joined the website and started harassing people. Now, this gave Scrubs a bad public image. Now, Scrubs really cared about his public image, and so about May or June of 2022, BB22 was banned after saying some stuff about very controversial right-wing agendas in Russia. Of course, I'm not allowed to say exactly what he said on YouTube, but he goes along the lines of basically he's not being nice to some of the users. Now, this is a problem for Scrubs, so he banned him. But he came back with another email and username, and in less than 2 weeks revealed who he was and got banned again. This happened a lot until he was very depressing, saying he would end it all, and he ended up getting banned again. Now, it's not known if he unalived himself or not, and it's a really tragic story, but I know for a fact that he was banned at least 3, 4, or maybe even 5 times. After this, more users clamped in. There were some users in early 2023, like Realtoon Disney, which I don't have to say it more, he was a very disgusting guy, and liked children way too much. Now, this guy was on Mecabricks threatening people, and it ended up showing one of my friends something super inappropriate online, and there's a full video, but unfortunately the user associated with the video has been terminated because the user that made the video had very controversial, very, very, very controversial content. So, what actually happens to Mecabricks is after all these ordeals, a lot of the users left the site. Even exactly yesterday, a big part of the user's site, not Todd, left the website. And it is insane where he went. Nowhere. He deleted his account or got banned. No one knows why, but people are speculating on forums all over Reddit and the site itself. Now, before I get any deeper, I'd like you to know the video is ending, but please stick around because I have a little bit more of information to pump out. Now, regarding some more users, there were some minuscule people that I can't name off the top of my head, but they were pretty bad as well, and people to this day still steal models, but to a lesser extent. Overall, the new Mecabricks is probably going to fix these problems, and if it doesn't, unfortunately, I don't think they will ever get fixed anytime soon. That's all I have to say. Please like and subscribe. Third time I'm asking you in this entire video, just go ahead and do it if you haven't already. And dislike it if you dislike it, okay? I don't really care. That's what the dislike button exists for. Anyway, yeah, I'm out. Peace!